guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Maribel. So in today's video, I wanted to speak about what happened to me yesterday. Well, throughout the whole week. So my daughter got sick, and she lasted about 3 or 4 days. Being sick, you know, as a parent, you lack of sleep, because you mostly watch them as they sleep. You taking care of them. She had, cough, runny nose. She had a little fever that like come and goes away, and throughout the days, and nights. And then, when you have kids, it goes from kid to kid, and while they, one gets sick, the other gets sick, and then the other gets sick, and then you yourself get sick. So I got sick as well. And my sick, I wasn't coughing or anything. I didn't have runny nose. I just had chest pain. And, a little scary due to the pandemic, everything that's going on. I thought, oh, maybe I have that, I even missed church. I just wanted to stay home. I wanted to see, if I would get better, and I did. Then my son got sick. He had all the symptoms of a stomach flu, and me and my husband saw him in a lot of pain. It was sometimes it will come and go away. So my husband and I, as a parent, of course, as parents, we get a little worried and see him having that pain, and then that pain goes away, and then it comes back again. So we decided to change him to get ready for the hospital, take him to the emergency. In situations like this, mostly I am the calm one, and my husband is the opposite of it. So the opposite of me, and he worries a lot, and I see him asking my son every 5 minutes, "Hey, how you doing? How you feeling?" He makes him soup. He gives him medicine. He's really checking him, and because usually, which is my oldest son, usually when he gets sick, he doesn't complain, but when it's really bad, he does, complain a lot. Ever since my childhood, my brother, who passed away, he's 1 year older than me, and he had many health problems, and I would always see my mom calling the ambulance. He would get sick. He was always in and out of the hospital. So I guess I am more conditioned, more prepared. Situations like this, when my kids get sick, I'm just more calm, and I really stay positive with things, and I pray, and I constantly speak out positive words and say, "Hey, you're gonna be okay. It's nothing. It's fine. You're gonna be okay." And is always a way of calming me down and calming my kids down. So with that said, I told my husband in a very positive tone, and I said, "Hey, maybe we could pass by the gas station and buy him ginger ale. Maybe it's just gas, because it was a pain that comes and goes away." And of course, I'm not a professional or doctor or whatever. I had the peace of God within me, which what I was saying, I felt like I had the peace when I was saying, "Hey, maybe it's just gas, and he'll feel better. Maybe we could just drive around and to see, to avoid going to the emergency room." So we bought him a ginger ale. He was burping away. He was telling us he was feeling better. And we asked him to rate his pain level from 1 to 10. He said a 2 and was like, wow, okay, that's good. But my husband, being all really, worried and everything, he decided to drive around more, and we went to the car wash and we washed our car, and from there we asked him, like, rate it again. He kept saying 2. I was like, okay. And I was like, okay, well, drink your ginger ale, drink it until, you can, until you're full, whatever. So when we're driving back home, I told my husband, the way you worry and the way you protect your kids, and when they need you, and you always want to be there, and you always want to take control of things, and be a parent like any other parent. I was like, man, you don't know how much more God protects you, and how much more he takes care of you, and how much more God looks for you, and wow, God does even more. Imagine us, as parents, how much more God does for us, and we don't realize it. And then this verse from Matthew chapter 7, verse 11. This is a New International Version, and it says, if you then, though you are evil, know how to give good gifts to your children, how much more will your Father in heaven give good gifts to those who ask him? So, not only gifts, but attention and love. How much more will your Father, like it says here, in heaven, will give good gifts to those who ask him. And it's just, and another verse that comes into my mind is the verse that is James chapter 4, verse 2. You have not because you ask not. And that's something else. When you're praying for your kids, for God to heal them, ask them. Ask God to heal them in specific. You have to be that specific with God, and you have to pray for your kids like that. For example, the time, last year actually, I prayed to God, God, please help my kids do better in school. And I had that petition, and I actually wrote it on my church service. It was a Thursday, I think, and I wrote it on a piece of paper. I want my kids to do better in school. I want my kids to be the best among his classmates, and that I also wrote other things that I wanted for the year 2020, which, of course, God has been faithful. I thank God, I praise God that this year 2020, while many things were happening, we were good financially. We were good, we were stable, and my kids had health, and my husband and I, and even though, I did had a family member that died of COVID-19, but other than that, God has been good. God has been faithful, and he continues to bless us, to surprise us. And as parents, we always want to pray for our kids. If they have trouble at school, if they're not feeling good, they're sick, or and pray for other kids too, for kids that you see that are sick, that you see that they're having trouble at school, kids that have bad behavior. It's always good to pray for your kids and other kids, kids around the world, because they're the future. And so I wanted to say this short story because it's just the way God, always in any situation, He reminds me, and He's like, look how you guys worried and protect your kids and give them so much love, and you want to make sure they're all good, make sure that they're healthy, make sure that they're doing well. Like, if you guys being evil do all that, then how much can I give you, and how much can I protect you, and how much I can provide you? So I pray that you guys are doing good. Protect yourselves, wear your mask, do what you have to do to protect yourself. Not only that, but pray for your kids, the ones that, if you have kids going to school. Actually, my kids had the choice to go to school every 2 or 3 days of the week, but then because of the things happening, we decided, my husband and I, to keep them fully remote from home, and we think that decision is for the best. But yeah, pray for your kids before they go to school, during, and and I hope you guys stay well. Blessings, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and follow me on social media. I'm always there updating my life and everything else. So yeah. Bye.